there is movement, and this is another thing that we all voted for and that we're all happy about. When there is accountability, that makes us very, very happy. And it seems that the administration is trying to get some accountability in the form of criminal investigations into Letitia James. We already talked several weeks ago about how they were looking into her mortgage hullabaloo, like shenanigans with respect to mortgages. But
Right.
now the criminal investigation has expanded. Here is CNN to tell you about that.
Is opening an investigation into the New York Attorney General Letitia James's office. This comes as part of a criminal investigation into James, who previously prosecuted Trump.
Yeah, well, so we're getting this information. Our Karis Canal confirming that there are now 2 grand jury subpoenas issued by the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Northern District of New York, looking to get information about James's office, basically trying to see if there was any criminality by her office when she filed that civil lawsuit against the Trump organization. If you remember that lawsuit going to trial and the Trump organization being found liable, having to owe now at this point because of interest about $500 million in penalty. Still trying details of this, but we also understand there is another subpoena in relation to James suing the NRA, if you remember, the National Rifle Association, which was also found liable after the lawsuit her office filed.
Lots to look into with Ms.
So
Letitia.
much. I love
Tish.
it. You were just waiting to say that, weren't you? Big Tish, you guys. Big Tish. Somebody said that Big Tish needs some lean. She could, maybe that would be helpful. Somebody could send her a link. We're happy to give her our code. She could do that.
Oh my God. I hope that they find stuff that brings that hag down.
Yeah, I hope so too. I just want somebody to be brought down. Like one of the gajillion people that need to be brought down needs to be brought down.
Well, and JD Vance feels your pain and frustration, and he too wants to see indictments. Maria Bartiromo was asking him specifically about whether there would be indictments with this whole Russia hoax thing because of all the information that Tulsi has brought to light. And here is Vance on that.
Still waiting for accountability on the whole Russia collusion made-up story.
Yes.
Now that DNI, Tulsi Gabbard, has released all of those classified documents, we're actually seeing who was behind all of this. Do you want to see indictments?
I absolutely want to see indictments, Maria. Look, of course, you've got to have the law follow the facts here. You don't just indict people to indict people. You indict people because they broke the law. But if you look at what Tulsi and Kash Patel have revealed in the last couple of weeks, I don't know how anybody can look at that and say that there wasn't aggressive violations of the law.
Yup.
Yeah. The only thing is that there's so many people who are pardoned. And there's really nothing you can do because presidential pardons are constitutionally protected. And so I'm pissed off about those people, all of the people that Biden, or at least the auto pen, pardoned on the way out. Maybe it's the auto pen thing that needs to be looked at. But like those people, like the Faucis of the world, I can't believe that psycho has gotten away with what he's gotten away with.
God, it's so frustrating.
Yeah, it's frustrating.
But I know people have questioned too whether Dan Bongino is actually still actively working in his role as deputy director of the FBI. And he does seem to be. Kash Patel tweeted last Friday that during the 200 days of the Trump administration from January 20th to now, the FBI has arrested over 1,600 people for violent crimes against kids, to include 270 arrests for human trafficking. And Dan retweeted it saying, this isn't even the beginning of the beginning, more coming.
Which is great.
I mean, it is great. It's not necessarily the high stakes, high profile accountability that we are all craving, but it's not like they're just sitting around doing nothing.
No,
you know what I mean?
They're getting bad people up the streets, which is great.
Absolutely.
We all want that.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. We have a rather gross testimonial.
We do.
Talk about for coat defense today.
Yeah, it's pretty gross. Okay, I'm going to read it to you. It's from Courtney Eckhoff. Coat defense saved her crusty belly button, you guys. She said, "Hi, chicks. I love you. Love your show. Love everything. I purchased Coat Defense for my golden retriever since they started advertising on your show. And it's been a while. I love it. We have repurchased it. Anyway, I ran out of my Dove sensitive skin body wash and forgot to purchase more. On my way home one day, I swung into the Dollar General who I thought would have my Dove. They did not. However, they did have their brand, which was comparable. It said on the label. I figured I would purchase soap instead of being stinky. It was not comparable. I used it for 1 week and had skin irritation, thought it was Indiana humidity. And then I woke up one night to a funky and crusty belly button. Like crust and funk coming out of my belly button gagged me. Yeah, we're all gagging, Courtney. We're all gagging.
Oh my God.
I stopped using the cheap
I really didn't
soap.
think you were going to say her name.
Oh, was I not supposed to? Listen, it's fine. Like people get crusty belly buttons. It happens. I stopped using the cheap soap and got athlete's foot powder and other things. My belly button would not decrust. I felt so dirty and gross. But then I was organizing my dog's things and came across her coat defense. I said, F it, and put some in my belly button. I woke up the next day, my belly button was crust free. After 2 days, it was gone. I went to the website, got the human powder and paste. I use the powder every day as a deodorant. That is actually a really great idea. That's a great idea to use it as a deodorant. And I don't have any stinky pits. Crusty buttons gone. The paste is great for bug bites. That's also a great idea. Now, every being in my house except my husband uses Coat Defense. Coat Defense has been really helpful with our new puppy and her itchy skin as she loses her puppy fuzz. Thanks for all that you do. This is awesome. They also have a balm. I use the balm on myself. Like if I have like some sort of a weird irritation on my skin, I'll use it. I've used it on Bear and Theo both have really funky ears, you guys. And I use it like on the outer part of their ears, the balm, and on their toe beans. And I use it on myself. I love the balm. It is.
I haven't thought about using it for bug bites. I'm going to do that.
Magic, but bug bites. Yes. I mean, it's so great because it's like you don't need all the steroids and antifungals and antibiotics and all the medicated shampoos. Like Coat Defense is bomb. It is the greatest stuff. So use it. I mean, if you, as a human, they have human stuff and it works great for humans too. It's not just for dogs and not just for, kitty cats and all that kind of stuff. So you should definitely try it. Visit coatdefense.com, save 15% when you enter code CHICKS at checkout, coatdefense.com, code CHICKS. Do it.